Get ready for a showdown. Donald Trump and Kamala Harris in a heated exchange. Who crossed the line? Watch as tensions rise.
When I am president of the United States, and when Congress passes a law to restore those freedoms, I will sign it into law.
Kamala Harris said when she is president, she will restore the freedom throughout the world.
By the way, Kamala will not be your first female president. She will not be your first female president. It's not the way it's supposed to be, especially a female.
On the other hand, Kamala Harris says Donald Trump is an unserious man.
Donald Trump is an unserious man. But the consequences of putting Donald Trump back in the White House are extremely serious.
Call her laughing, Kamala. Ever watch her laugh? She's crazy. You know, you can tell a lot by her laugh. No, she's crazy. She's nuts.
Watch as Donald Trump has embraced Putin. Watch that. It's not just happening today. It's been happening. As Trump, threatened to abandon NATO and encouraged Putin to invade our allies. And he wants to be the president of the United States? And understand, as Trump bows down to dictators, he makes America weak. And that is disqualifying for someone who wants to be commander-in-chief of the United States of America. That is disqualifying.
Kamala, you're fired. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Right?
Let me be very clear about my position on Donald Trump. I strongly believe that he is incapable of being president of the United States, that he has been incompetent, and that's...
People say, be nice. Have you heard her laugh? That is the laugh of a crazy person. That is the laugh of a crazy. It's the laugh of a lunatic. Have you heard it? They prohibited her from laughing. I've been waiting for her to laugh because as soon as she laughs, the election's over.
My mother she would give us a hard time sometimes, and she would say to us, I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Hello.
I want to talk to you.
They want to know
You said over there after two.
brown brush. I mean,
I was waiting for you to say it.
we're like, how she always got to say you and
You may clap.
And your answer is part of the job.
But if radical, liberal Kamala Harris gets in, and by the way, there are numerous ways of saying her name. They were explaining to me, you can say Kamala, you can say Kamala. I said, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter what I say. I couldn't care less. If I mispronounce it or not, I couldn't care less. Some people think I mispronounce it on purpose, but actually I've heard it said about 7 different ways. There are a lot of ways. There are a lot of ways.
We have to know that sometimes people will open the door for you and leave it open. Sometimes they won't. And then you need to kick that door down. Excuse my language.
So you have to tell Kamala Harris that you've had enough, that you just can't take it anymore. We can't stand you. You're a vice president. The worst. You're the worst vice president. Kamala, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out of here.
So, Wisconsin, I am told as of this morning that we have earned the support of enough delegates to secure the Democratic nomination.
Kamala Harris, you know, it's interesting. Nobody really knows her last name. If you ask people, do you know what her last name is? Nobody has any idea what it is. Harris. It's like Harris. I don't know. How the hell did this happen?
You know, Donald Trump once asked black Americans, I'm going to quote, excuse the language, What the hell do you have to lose from a Trump presidency? And sadly, we all know too well, when he was president, Donald Trump tried over and over to get rid of the Affordable Care Act and to take health care then from millions of Black Americans. Year after year, he proposed cuts to Social Security and Medicare so that so many of our seniors would be deprived on what they rely on to live with dignity.
Joe Biden became mentally impaired. Kamala was born that way. She was born that way. She had a little honeymoon period, but people are now finding out she's not a smart person.
And every day I see the promise of America in all the young leaders who are voting for the first time. And I love your generation. I just love you guys. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. One of the reasons is you all are rightly impatient for change. Rightly. Can we hear it for our first-time voters?
And Kamala gives the exact same speech over and over again. Over and over. The same exact words. One of the people put it up, like they put 6 of them up, and it was like every single word is the same.
The path to the White House runs right through this state. The path to the White House runs right through this state. And had a summer job at McDonald's. I had a summer job at McDonald's. Tim has an incredible record as governor of the great state of Minnesota. He has an incredible record as governor of the great state of Minnesota. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I took on perpetrators of all kinds. I know Donald Trump's type. I know Donald Trump's type. We are not going back. We're not going back. And are we ready to fight for it? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. And when we fight, we win.
Donald Trump poked fun at Kamala Harris, making light of a moment she said thank you several times in a row.
And she mentioned thank you about 50 times. Did you see the beginning? Thank you, 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 thank you. I said, what the hell is wrong with her? If Kamala Harris gets in, she would be the most radical far-left extremist ever to occupy the White House times 10. There's never been a lunatic like this in the White House, and we've had some bad ones. So now we have a new victim to defeat, Lion Kamala Harris, Lion, L-Y-I-N apostrophe. And she's got a new line, you know, she's going, I'm the prosecutor. She's one of the worst prosecutors in history. She destroyed San Francisco. I'm the prosecutor, and he's the convicted felon or something. A radical left judge in an area where every one of these cases, every one of them is brought by them. So think of it. They get me to that position, and then their campaign says, I'm the prosecutor, and he is the convicted felon. That's their campaign. To provide that, we'll probably give it to you on Tuesday. Give it to you on Tuesday.
Sir, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala all the way.
Trump or Kamala?
Trump or Kamala? Yeah, Trump.
Trump or Kamala?
Oh, obviously Kamala. Trump's a crazy person.
What would you say to Trump if he was here right now?
Leave the country.
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala?
Trump, without a doubt.
Yeah. Trump or Kamala for president?
Trump?
Excuse me, sir? Trump or Kamala for president?
Trump.
The incredible border surge is costing Americans money that they don't have. It's bankrupting many Americans. Millions of people are pouring into our country, and they come from prisons, and they come from mental institutions, and they're terrorists. We can't let it happen. We got to bring back our country. We have to save America.
Hey everyone, Election Day is Tuesday, November 5th. And yes, this race is going to be tight, but we are going to win. And one of the reasons why is you're going to vote. I know you are. So make sure you fill out your ballot. I did mine. I'm going to put it in the mail. And we are going to make sure that we fight together for the promise of America. And if you haven't yet, please make a plan to vote. Figure out where you're going to vote, when you're going to vote, and go to iwillvote.com if you have any questions about your polling place or your registration status. I'll see you out there, and thank you.